CPT RVA 247, or page 247, exercise 11, level 1.
Anesthesia. Code anesthesia for total hip replacement.
Right. So this is the anesthesia section of the CPT book, and they're asking you to code anesthesia for total hip replacement. Okay, so we're going to give you 3 seconds for you to pause the video and give us the CPT code. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, the code is 01214. Okay, you got that? If you got it, congratulations, you can just watch the next video. If you didn't get it, let's give you a couple of tips. First tip.
Hip disarticulation is not total hip replacement.
Right. Be careful of that. If you find hip disarticulation, that's not total hip replacement. Okay? That is just like maybe partial, right? But it's not total. Right. 2.
A revision is a review of a previous procedure.
Note that also that if you find revision, that is a review of a previous procedure. In this case, it's not a review, but it's the initial procedure, right? So number 3.
Total hip arthroplasty is total hip replacement.
Right. Well, if you find total hip arthroplasty, that's exactly the same as saying total hip replacement. Okay? All right. So with these 3 tips, try to get the path. You know the answer already. The answer is 01214, but now you have to get the path, how you get to that answer, right? So we're going to count to 3, and you can pause the video and then give us the path. 1, 2, 3. All right, the whole summary is like this. Is anesthesia, the anesthesia section of the CPT code, and the problem reads like this. Code anesthesia for total hip replacement, okay? There's only one code, and code 1 through the index is found like this.
First, you go to index.
Go to the index.
Then you go to anesthesia.
Go to anesthesia.
Then you go to replacement.
Replacement.
Then hip.
Then you go to hip. Then you're going to get a range of codes, right?
Right.
From 01212 to 01215. That range of codes, right? So we have to go to the tabular to check or to find out which one of those exactly, right? So the code 1 through the tabular is found like this.
First you go to tabular.
Go to tabular.
Then you go to 11212.
Right, you start analyzing all the codes that they gave you. The 11212 is what?
Disarticulation.
Okay, the 14, there's no 13, so the 14 is what?
11214 is total hip arthroplasty.
And the 15 is?
01215 is revision.
Revision. So we have disarticulation, total hip arthroplasty, and revision. And of course, we go back to the total hip arthroplasty because that's what our problem says, right? So that's the answer. That's why we have an equal sign there. And then just point to the double forward slashes. That means go back. Go back to 01214. After you have analyzed all the codes that they gave you in the range, you just go back to the one that you see is the best, right? And the equal sign means that that's your code. You found it. So the answer is 01214. Okay? Thanks for watching, and please visit our website.